Hey guys, be Wood. So back with another. Now we're going through right now. We're going to go through work, home, and gym. So this is the second thing or the second system that's inside of what you bought. So how does this work? Now price is always going to go between three places: work, home, and gym. Think of it like the bus. Bus is always going to drop you off at work, home, or gym. Right? We already saw how to pull out the driveway and go up the street or down the street and to get off at the stops, which are to take profits. We already saw that. But how this works is price is going to bounce between work, home, and gym on a regular basis. Okay. So much like the other part of the layout, this is telling you what trend we're in, which direction we're going, right? In the background is the overall. So blue with blue is the most powerful thing, and red with red is the most powerful thing as well. So color coded, perfect, no problem. Next, we have our work, home, and gym, right? This is just the layout of the land. We are in the neighborhood, and price is going where price is going to go, and it's going to go between these three places every single day, right? And if it's not in these three places, it's trending. It's going for vacation. So after it goes to work and it passes work and it stays up here, guess what? This is vacation, right? What did it do? It went back to work, went back home for a few, played around at home, went down to the gym or close to the gym, came up back home, right? So this would be daunting if we didn't have some direction. Now we got direction. So again, blue with blue. These candles are telling you when there's pressure, right? When there's pressure or when it's consolidating. You see how these are turning gray. It's kind of consolidating, right? But it was nice and clean, pure pressure starting from back here. It almost went to the gym, but then they got lazy. But went all the way back home, and then went back to work, and then went on vacation. So you know what? I'm going on vacation, and that's what it did, right? So let's look at this day, right? Look at the overall. What happened? We went from work, started the day off at work, went home, back to work, went home. We're in this pink background, it's still deciding. We got this blue background, still deciding, but we're flowing down here. And here's the thing, all we're looking for is to get in at the bus stops. So when it pulls back in here, great, let's get in. Pull back in here, great, let's get in. Pull back in here, great, let's get in. Pull back in here, great, let's get in, right? So that's what that is. Then it goes the other way. Well, now we're going up the street. Pulls back in here, great, get in. Pulls back in here, great, get in. Pulls back in here, great, get in. Right? Because we know which way we're flowing, right? But we're waiting for the pullback of it to get in. So this is giving you unlimited entries daily. How many do you need? One. You just need one. We're coming from the gym and then we're going home. How many pips is that? This is US 30. Coming from the gym, we're going home. That's 114 pips. Little choppy there, right? And then it went, no problem. 9:30, went home to work up here, came back, went home. But guess what? It was beautiful and nice. So then we came on vacation. So it tapped and went above work to vacation and retapped work real quick and then got blue some more. We were just waiting for it to continue. Right. Then it got very nice right here. Another 130. Then what did it do? It tapped work again. Then said, nah, I ain't playing with them. And then went on vacation again. Right. So literally it's gonna play like this day in and day out. That's just one day. I don't know how many pips that is, but you can see and expect price to do that. So it's either gonna trend on vacation or it's just gonna bounce between these each day. Home, went to work, stopped at work, came back home, went to the gym, came back home, went to the gym again, came back home, right? Went up to work again, came back home. So this is one of those bouncy days. It just stays between here. It's a bus route. And what are you doing? You're just waiting for something to line up that's obvious. Got red right here after work, then came back home pretty quickly, pulled back up. This is a great place. Sell down, no problem, right? So that's that. Now, other times it's just gonna go on vacation and not come back. This is one of those times. It ended up going on vacation here. It did come back to work for a few, right? And then it went on vacation, came back to work. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for a very nice area at work for it to bounce and then for it to go, right? On vacation. Went on vacation. And when it goes on vacation, it might be gone for a good while. And eventually, the next day or the day after that, it's going to come back. And we can see when it's coming back. Now, what's going to help with your entries? The rest of it. What's the rest of it? So the rest of this is, watch this. There we go. Right here. This is the same map. Guess what? We put our take profit levels here, right? You remember these from the last video. So it's letting us know where price is going to go. Okay. We're between work, home, and gym. You can take the driveway away, work. This is on vacation right now. So we just scroll out and then see what's going on. Where are we at? We're on vacation. Let me actually do this. All right, perfect. So let's look at today, right? Let's look at today. Around 9:30, it was down by the gym. Okay. We have our take profit stuff here. We have the dotted one that it goes to on a daily basis, right? From the up the street and down the street. We have all of the stops in between. These are all bus stops in between. Take your money at any one of these places, right? And then we have, at the same time, we actually put this trend back up. There we go. So now we're flowing from the gym. We see the blue and blue. So where are we going? Most likely we're going home. Okay. You can take your profit here, here, here. We got another take profit here, here. Got another one here. You can take profit at home, take it here, you can take it at work. Like, so throughout this entire process, you're gonna have so many places where you can actually take profit. So this is what it looks like, right? You can see clearly that it started going from the gym back home. I'll speed it up a little bit more. Um, since one of the charts is on 5 seconds, it's not gonna go faster than that, but you see how clean this is and where you can find moves. Okay. So let's go back to the day before. Day before, let's pull up at 9:30, see what's going on. And kind of in pink right here, work, home, and gym. They're all right here. This is just a horizontal line. Hide that. There we go. All right. So this is the lay of the land. Blue background. Overall, we're buying. But right now, we're selling. 9:30 happens. What do? We went from home, literally. Now these play perfectly with the home and gym and everything like that. So a lot of the most huge moves that you're gonna see are coming right from home or they're coming right from work. It's coming from one of these places, right? So 9:30 on the dot, 9:20, 9:25, 9:30. What does it do? It starts to go on vacation. Where does it stop at? Take profit one, take profit two, right there. There's another one in here as well. But if I run it back, let's see. It's not repainting, it's already there for you ahead of time, right? So here you go. Well, I got a notification, we're at home. So then you start watching what's happening, right? And that's what you see. Put the trendies on, guess what? Bang, it got red. Started telling you I'm going down here. And then it smacked all of these TPs all the way down to this point. Stopped at it perfectly and ran right back to what? The gym. After you see this candle do this and this turns blue, you know that it's trying to go to the gym. It peels back, comes back up, closes in here, turns blue here. Guess what? Where is it probably trying to go? It's probably trying to go home, right? Then it taps home, peels off of home, comes back down to the gym. Where is it going? Right? It went to the gym. You see how this makes price action so much easier to see and understand and to make sense of. Well, we're on vacation, right? Take profit one, two, three. It turned red over here. It came off the gym. The background, well, the foreground right here is red, 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 red. We're going down. Take profit one, two, three, four, five, and then it's going down here. And we'll see if it hits it, right? It may retest this before it hits it, or it may just, go smash it. Regardless of what, you know what I mean? It went to go smash it, and it did. But you can see how you could have made that move no problem, right? Peels back up, turns blue for a few, and what does it do? It taps that. Now, what helps you even more, say these aren't here, right? Because they're on the 5 minute, it's a lot of them, right? Say these aren't here. Come here, come to the bottom, and I'll turn these off. The recording thing was in the way. So turn these off. Cool. Now we just got the daily levels that are going on, right? Again, take these away. All you see is the daily levels. Take these away. I don't know if you can take those labels away. I don't think I can. Let's just take those away. Cool. So this is what you're left with. You're left with what happens every single day. Price is coming down to this or up to that. It's definitely going to go here or there. One of the two. It's going to go here or it's going to go there. It's going to go here or it's going to go there. This is giving you the direction of it. So even without work, home, and gym, you see the direction of it. Here's the day before, right? Let's look at the day before. Price is going to go here or here or here or here every day. That's what it does. So what did it do? 920, 940, 930. What did it do? Right where it was. This was pink. And it goes and touches this stuff immediately. And even if it consolidated the rest of the day, pushed up some more, candles turn blue, right? But where is it stopping at? What is all of this? I bet it is work, home, and gym. That's what it's doing. That's what it's doing. It went back home. Touched the take profit, came, turned blue, and went where? Back home. It just helps your targeting so much. You get a notification, oh, we're at home. Okay, let's target something. Now, if I turn these back on, this is why I like the intermediate ones to go along with it. Let's bring them back. Let's bring them back. All the rest of the bus stops, the take profit areas, I bet it hit some of those. And look, it did. That's where price stopped. Now, those dash lines, those definitely repaint because they're always updating based on what price is done. So they're always going to update. But this is what it looked like ahead of time. This is what it looked like beforehand. So if I put this buy in here, 2040, that's like 2 contracts on NQ. That's what that looked like. It hit to take profit, which was right here. That's the take profit, 1100. From home, turned blue, and pushed. And you always have the take profit just a little bit lower than where these are, just in case. Right. And there it goes. Took profit. Took profit and sold right off of there. You see how perfect that is? I just want you guys to see it ahead of time. Then you'll get another notification. And then this is what you'll be seeing. You'll be seeing this happening. And then you could have smacked this on the way down for another 160 ticks, which is 1600. Then it touches this, turns blue, then does what? Retest this, turns red. It's playing in between all of this all day. Touch that, take profit. Now, what helps you is this to go along with it. Okay, let me see. The layout that you guys have is this one. Let me actually save these changes. The layout that you guys have is this one. And we're right here in the middle. Watch this. So now that you know what all this stuff is, right? Now that you know what all this stuff is, work, home, and gym, and then take profits. All I did was make these dotted lines instead of dash lines instead of the regular ones. Work, home, gym, and take profits, right? What is going to help you is this. This comes with it. Your top-down analysis is happening at the exact same time. At the same time. Look at this. So now we got confirmation blue with blue on top of blue, right? We got that, the candles. foreground, background, blue with blue on top of blue. Then we have this trending up, right? Now that's blue. Where are we going? Take profit. Where else are we going to take profit? Where else are we going? Probably back home from the gym. Blue with blue on top of blue. And then these diamonds are letting you know that these are going with the flow. These only come when they're, nice places to enter. So we know that we want to pull back and enter from a pullback in here. We know that, right? We don't want to push and go with the bus and everything like that. We want to wait for a pullback to get into it, right? But look at this. How much confirmation is this? We don't have any more dots right now, right? No diamonds letting you know that we need to buy right now, right? It's quiet. This is pullback season, and this is where you're looking to find another good entry. So we're waiting for this pullback. Here's the pullback. We start to go again, and say we entered there. I don't know. Could have entered back here somewhere. This is where I would have looked to enter, somewhere here, right? Um, I pressed buy so you can see it, but you see it's just swirling around or whatever. But how much confirmation is that? Then this came back, right? Then we're pushing. Now the same thing goes here. We have dark when it's pushing heavily, and we got light blue when it's consolidating, right? Got dark red when it's pushing, but light red when it's consolidating. As you can see there. So this is just letting you flow with the trend. You get nice pullbacks. You get nice places to enter on a regular basis. You have all types to take profits all over the map where price is going to go. Price is going to go every single day. So you have your target set up. So if you're more of a scalper, you can be inside of here. If you want to see the layout of the day and get a notification when it's at home, a very significant area, or you get a text message when it's at work or when it's at the gym, and then you just pay attention to which direction it's going. I got a notification at the gym. Well, let me see which direction it's going. It notified me back here, and it was kind of red, right? It notified me back here, and it was kind of red at the gym. So I'm like, okay, let me wait for a little pullback and then see if it's going to push. And it did. And did what? Went to the take profit. Went to 200. Went to the take profit here, right? We trade during the volatility. Came back to the gym. New notification. Let me see what's happening. It's in red. Guess what? Turned red. Went to the take profit again. Notification. It's at the gym. Guess what it did? Turned blue. Peeled back and then pushed off. Blue, 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 blue. Buy, buy, buy. Blue, blue, blue. Right? It's just confirmation on confirmation. That's what it is. Okay. So that's that. And this is what this is, retail trader market maker. If you only had this and you only looked at this and you just press buy when all of these are up and you didn't have any candles and you just had blue background, wait till all of these are up, blue foreground, wait till all of these are up, you'll be profitable. I made another video just with that indicator alone. Just with that one alone. And you see how these diamonds are coming up during the sell time? See those? So it's just confirmation on confirmation. You can live on this chart by itself as well. You get a notification when it's at that area of significance, work home gym. You have your take profit levels, you have all this stuff, and that's it. If this is too many take profit levels, no worries. All we do is just grab this one. Bam. Sniper 3. And then we just have the main ones for each day. From here, just whoop, put that right down. Now you got just the main ones for each day. If you're scalping, you want all of them, right? You got move to take profit, move to take profit, move to take profit over and over and over again. But if you just want a nice solid move for the day, hey, give me a notification when it's at a point of significance, right? Work home or gym. If it's on vacation, just flowing, no worries. You flip over to the other one, whereas up the street and down the street, and it's probably inside of there somewhere. This is what up the street and down the street look like. That same day, same thing. You copy these. Look, hey, paste. There it is. What did it do? Take profit one, two, three. Clean. So you can decide, what's best for you, but you have both of these at your disposal. Go from the gym to home. Went from down the street to up the street. This just gave you a better earlier entry than up the street did. Still work, same way. Got plenty, but guess what? This 24,907 versus this 24,856. It's 50 pips. 50 pips difference, 200 ticks difference. This let you in a little bit earlier and gave you a ton of confirmation before it even got up to up the street. Okay. Before it even got up to up the street. So that's how that works. And you see what you would have been seeing. All this up, you would have seen all this dark blue, you would have seen these blue, and you would have been able to pull the trigger and move that thing forward and take some profit there. Cool. So on to the next part of the video, and that is the super scalping. And it looks like this. Very quickly. This is really the bus, right? We got work home and gym, no problem. Work home and gym right here. That's that. But this is what it looks like inside. Remember, 9:30, this is the same chart as the other ones, right? Same stuff, same day, same everything. But what's different is that you actually put these in here. You take profit levels, right? So what's different is, see, these are the same take profit levels. That green one, work home and gym. Here's the black one right here. Maybe a little hard to see because I'm zoomed out, but these are the same levels as the rest of them. But this is letting you go inside of here. So think of this as a bus that comes a lot more often, right? And now it makes it even easier and even cleaner to see where the bus stop is. One, you got your help right here, right? Pushing, pushing here, pushing here, pushing here. We're not pushing here, we're waiting for a pullback, 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 pullback. Guess what? Now we're pushing again. Blue. Right? Here's a pullback. If you missed that, this is really getting into the nitty-gritty of scalping. And it's absolutely ridiculous. But you're still seeing overall the overall move of the day. We're still seeing the overall move of the day. So let's look at this. How will we use it? Keep this right here. How do I use this? So we get a notification that we're at the gym. Same thing. Notification that we're at the gym or up the street. Imagine we were getting a notification there. Then we're just taking a look and seeing what price is doing. Right. I like to have these on Hakanashi, so it's a little cleaner. So the question is, what is price doing? I got a notification, something's happening. What is price doing? Here we go. All right, so here we are, right? Beginning of the day, this is the same time and everything as the other couple. So if I zoom out of here like this, pull on out of here, as you can see, the cursor is letting you know exactly where we are across the way, right? So this is 9:28. This is when we're kind of pulling up. We just got a notification from the gym being crossed, and this is what we're seeing across the board, okay? So where are we targeting? Probably up here to home, up here if we're buying, and up here if we're buying, right? Up the street is right here. You see how everything is synchronized, right? So do you need all three of these? No, you get a notification. And this is how to do this last window, right? Remember I was talking about the buses and the bus stops, to wait at the bus stop for the buses. This last little window over here is the epitome of the bus coming over and over and over again throughout the entire day. right? What you want to see is directional movement, and you want to see just like the picture in the document says or shows. Matter of fact, I'll actually open it up. Just like this picture shows buy entries on higher lows. So this is a Renko chart. Basically, each one of these bricks is 4 pips. So instead of looking up the wicks and the candles and all that stuff, it just shows a brick every time 4 pips goes, right? So this chart is available as well. In here, it's the same as the one that we're on right now, it just has different ones. But this is to show you, right? This is to show you where your entries are coming from. So the bricks are turning blue, turning blue, turning blue, turning blue, turning blue. Where is the bus stop? The bus stop is back here. So it pushes. We're waiting for it to come back here to push again. It comes back here again. We're waiting for it to come back here to get our entries, right? Here to get our entries. So this is like 20 pips here, 20 pips here, then another 20. So it's 40, right? All of these are beautiful entries over and over and over again. So this is what we're looking for on this type of chart. And this is riding right along. Wait till it pulls back. Hit it when it pulls back, continue. Hit it when it pulls back, continue. Pulls back, continue. Pulls back, starts pushing, continue. Pulls back, start pushing, continue. Pulls back, start pushing, continue. Pulls back, start pushing, continue. And it always ends up going higher and higher and higher. And these lows get higher. This is the lowest that it was, right? Then it gets higher. Then the lowest that it was is higher than this one. So a higher low, right? Then the lowest that it pulled back was here. So now we got another higher low. Then we go up, then it goes back again. Then we have another higher low. All right, so this, the higher lows is where you're buying, and these are the bus stops. So we're just waiting for the bus to come back to the stop before we get on. We step on and then go, rather than chasing it here and then having it turn the corner on us. And now we're hoping that it comes all the way back. But guess what? We just lost all this profit that was there. And we went through all this stress, and it's taxing mentally and everything of the sort. Why? Because we thought the bus was on its way and we didn't want to miss it. So we ran after it, got splashed with water, rained on, bus hit the corner on us, we had drawdown. All of this stuff happens just because we don't want to wait until it comes back to a bus stop. Why don't we just walk over here and relax and wait for it to come back? Does it have to come back right here every time? No, because like this, it only pulled back to here. But at least there was a pullback in there, right? In worst case scenario, it'll just take off crazy and not look back for a good while. But what I found is that when it's breaking through and doing all of that stuff, when it's doing that, it usually comes right back for a little bit and we find another entry, right? So that's what I wanted to show you there. So if we come back and look at the chart, it's the exact same thing. So let's even come over here, look. Here's another example of it. These are the street corners, right? So the edge of this cloud and the edge of this line are the street corners. And this is where we stand to get on the bus. We're just paying attention to this stuff. And you see how beautiful those entries are? You see how little the drawdown is? Over and over and over and over and over again. These are where we're actually looking to get into these entries at, not up here. So wait for a pullback, wait for a pullback, 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 pullback. Cool. So you guys get the picture there. Let's see. Here's another picture. Bus stop, bus stop, bus stop. I hope that you get the picture. Here's the extra GPS down here, these diamonds letting you know that you're on the right path, right? You see when it's choppy and pulling back, there are no diamonds. And then they pick up when it's starting to go again. That's what happens on a regular basis, which is great. See how that is? The more clustered they are, the more it's pushing. If it's kind of dead, it's kind of dead. If it's red, we're on the wrong side. These better not be red while you're trying to buy. Okay. These dotted lines, these are the take profit areas that I was telling you about, but they can be used as bus stops as well on this chart, when we're really zooming in and finding all the different places that we can get into these moves. So imagine a 5-minute blue candle is gone, this hour blue candle is gone, there's pressure, all the little things on the bottom, top down analysis are up, and you missed the entry on the 5-minute and you missed the up the street entry. This is what you do when you're in the middle of all of that. You're still okay because you can hop onto this chart and find a bus stop to sit at to get into the game, right? And that's what makes this so different. than anything. A lot of times when you miss your entry, and that's it, right? And that's it maybe for a day or a week or a couple days or whatever it is. In other systems, it's that way. But in this, you're going to find other entries and you'll find very, very good risk to rewards on a regular basis. So recap, these are home, work, and gym. It's going to bounce between them. It's going to give you this, trend. Which way are we going? You're going to wait for pullbacks to get into the trend so that it's going to where you're trying to have it go. You're going to get notifications when it's here. So you would have got this notification. You would have saw that it was blue. You're going to wait for the pullbacks to actually get into this as we go, right? And it would have went to home. You would have taken your profit. And then guess what? Home, if you missed all of this, no problem. Home would have gave you an alert. And then you would have saw what was going on. These would have turned nice and red for you, right? And then we would have saw, guess what? We're going to the gym. Get to the gym, bounce, 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 push through the gym, bounce back, and it's continuing on vacation, right? So that's what's happening on a large scale. What else is happening on a large scale? We're going either up the street or down the street. Text message comes up the street. All right, we're going up the street, no problem. Let me put my entry in, right? And we already know about the take profit levels there. This is that same chart, the Hakanashi candles, right? And we're waiting for the bus stops back here. Bus stop back here, push. Bus stop back here, push. Bus stop back here, push. On the curb, went back to the curb. Bus stop, turn red, push. Wait, 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 wait. Bus stop, back here, push. Right? And this was just a gap up at the end of the day. All right, so the day ended about right here, 5 o'clock, as you can see, and then it gapped up for the next day. All right, that's what that is. So that's that. So let me go back to the actual chart and show you what it looks like in real time. So this was literally today. 9:30 began. Text message came in. Text message said, hey, we're at the gym. Look at all this that would have happened anyway. What did it do? Turn blue, came over here, pulled back to it, could have popped in here, 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 here already, right? Same thing happening here. Now you can see it clearly for what it is, right? And then on the sell side, very, very similar. Same thing is happening, right? This is all before 9:30, right? So we're going to wait for the volatility to pop in. We're going to wait for 9:30 to come. 9:30 this is 9:27. And let's just see it play out. So we have all these dots letting me know we're on the right track, no problem. We're on the blue side, we're with blue. Where are we expecting to happen? We're expecting it to buy at this point, right? It's 9:30. This is going to start wilding, going crazy. Where are our take profits? Take profit is right here, right? Here's one of them. And look, it just probably just got hit just now with that. This is all up, up, up. So all the pressure is up. So what are we waiting for? We're waiting at the bus stop for a pullback somewhere down here, right? Waiting for a pullback to get into this thing. These are good pullbacks, pullbacks, pullbacks. And there we go. So now it's going, right? So we saw we could hop in here, 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 here. Now say we missed all of that. We want to just confirm that it's going to start going because it was kind of choppy. No worries. Wait for the pullback. Here we go. And let's test it. Let's see what it does. Actually go to candles because it's not going to show here like that. Let's do it like this. We just went to the curb. And we are getting back into this buy right here. Wow, look at that. You see? It went right back to the curb, the corner. And look at our entry. How much drawdown is that? We're on the 5-second chart, right? 15-second chart right now. How much drawdown is that? That's nothing at all, basically, right? And these are the entries that we can constantly get into. How much money is that? That's about 1,200 or so. Just from, this will be one contract on NQ. One contract on NQ. Zoom back in so we can see the funds, but you can see what's going on. Take profit got hit, touched it perfect, pull back. This is the same take profit as the other ones. This is what's happening in real time, right? Previous highs right here. That's the blue dotted line. And look, it's just making its way.